who study with us will have a career prospect future once they graduate.
So go on and tell us why and what UCW is.
I always call Sri Lankan as my second home.
Comparing to other universities, we have 4 internships.
That is a very good news for international students regarding eligibility to study online as announced recently by Canadian Immigration.
Hello, I'm Mandar and I'm here with a session at Expert Tea Talk, and we have a very special guest here today, and that is the Regional Director of South Asia of University Canada West. This is Nachaya, and
Hello.
We also have a very special other guest here, that is the Country Manager in Sri Lanka of University Canada West, Bodhini as well.
Hello,
Hello to both of you. How have you guys been doing?
We are
Doing great, thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. So I believe you have had a very long experience with UCW. So how has that been so far?
It's been great. I'm very honored to work with University Canada West, which is in the Global University Systems Group, and have a lovely colleague to work with all these years. It's been nearly 5 years for myself, meeting and supporting international students to study in Canada.
Okay, so since we've spoken about your experience, to speak about more experiences, what has it been like to travel to your partner countries such as Nepal, Sri Lanka, etc.? How have you liked it?
It's been great. Always been my pleasure to visit our partners, our international students from different countries. Obviously, traveling during this COVID situation has changed lots of things and regulations to be prepared, but it has been great and always a pleasure to meet everyone.
Very understandable, but like you said, with COVID-19 situation, unfortunately it has become the new normal, and we have to, adjust to all of that.
Yes,
and we're so grateful to have you here so that we can
Thank
talk more on what we have questions about here today. So obviously a question that most students out there have is, what is UCW? So thankfully we have Nachaya here today to explain to us what UCW is. So go on and tell us why and what UCW is.
Thank you. University of Canada West is a Canadian institution based in British Columbia, Vancouver metropolitan city. It is a DLI institution, welcome international students and domestic students who are interested to study in business, IT, management programs. We are based in Vancouver downtown city, which is a great location for international students. University of Canada West has been honored to receive 5-star rating from the QS Star ranking, higher education ranking system, and also the MBA program 5-star rating in the specialist criteria.
Okay, great. So based in a prime location for all international students and having so much of amazing ratings, obviously this seems like a great place for y'all to go and study. But speaking further about this university, can you please tell us what are the future developments for UCW?
Definitely. For University of Canada West, we are a university with students-centric focused university. It means that we put supports and focus to our students to ensure that students who study with us will have a career prospect future once they graduate, together with a high standard of education from us. So this focus will be continuing in the coming year to ensure that students are job ready once they graduate from our university.
So a problem that most students have is once they're done with their universities, what are they going to do in that specific country, abroad, alone, whether they have jobs or not. So thankfully, she answered that saying most students over there is going to be job ready once they're done with their university. So the next questions that we have is for Bodhini, and since she's the country manager in Sri Lanka, the questions are going to be based on what the Sri Lankan students want to hear. And the question we have is, what are the programs that you have to offer from UCW?
Yeah, thank you, Madara, for that question. So when it comes to Sri Lanka, our most demanding program would be the MBA program, Master of Business Administration, and then we have undergraduate programs like Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts programs, and also we have few pathway options like doing MBA Foundation and University Access program. So those are the few programs that we are offering for our international students.
All right, that's great. So when do you have the intakes?
So normally we do have intakes, 4 intakes per year. So comparing to other universities, we have 4 intakes. So our upcoming intake is in January, that we are calling it as winter term. And then we have another intake in April, we calling it as spring term. And then again, July and October.
Right, so there's 4 different intakes. It's easy for the students to apply without
correct.
like having to stay at home too much and you know, having gap years basically.
Yes.
So we have some further questions to ask 𝐿 with regards to her travel, with regards to her visit. So let's see, with your travel experience, since you visited so many countries and you know, especially your partner countries and whatnot, after you visited Sri Lanka, is it your first time?
No, I always call Sri Lanka as my second home.
Wow, it's great.
Because I came here in 2018 with a warm welcome from students, including everyone, including students. So each year I have quite a few visits, and every time it's been such a pleasure to come.
That's great. So since you seem to have had a lovely time, what do you think about Sri Lankans in general?
Well, I would like to speak on behalf of the education, you know, within the person who works in education industry.
Right.
Sri Lankan students seems to have high academic literacy and standard, including the English proficient. Especially when it comes to our university, there is no concern in terms of academic standing, academic outcome of students. That's why we would like to come into this market and the country, looking to talk to students who are interested to study in Canada, further development of higher education in Canada, because we believe in students' effort and the quality from students here.
Okay, so now the question that I have from the both of you is, how would you categorize the quality of Sri Lankan students in terms of applicants?
Well, first of all, we have, as a university and on behalf of admission team, we have a clear guideline of the entry requirements for each program that applicants can look into. You feel free to go check our website or wherever that's available. There's a clear guideline on how to apply, who would be eligible or not. But furthermore, you're able to consult our trusted partner as well. And furthermore than that, what else we have?
Actually, they need to do their entry requirements. When it comes to the English, they need to have their IELTS, or even we are accepting TT and Duolingo as a university.
And for the results, I mean, there are quite a few scholarships that offering to eligible students based on different criteria. So being eligible, accepted onto one program might support students in terms of scholarship as well.
So according to what 𝐿 and Bodhini said, Sri Lankan students seem to have a high literary rate and English proficiency. So that's great. If you do have these qualifications, then do not hesitate to apply to UCW, as it seems a great university from what they had to say today. Is there any other thing that you would like to add?
Yeah, so there will be questions with the current situation, whether students have to study online or on campus.
Right.
So 𝐿, would you like to add something here, whether what we are offering for our international students?
Sure. Thank you, Bonini. Yes, there is a very good news for international students regarding eligibility to study online, as announced recently by Canadian Immigration. I would advise international students to do a research and check information yourself on the Canadian Immigration website regarding this. With this good news, it enables international students who are interested to study in Canada with Canadian institutions to be able to study online if you're not ready to travel to Canada yet. So please do ensure check further information on the immigration website. Thank you.
So that seems like a great update, especially for students out there who are afraid to go abroad to study, to have the international exposure because of COVID-19. Now you can stay at home and study online until you're ready to do that. So thank you both of you for giving us all of that information.
You're welcome.
And if you have further questions, then do contact us at Expert Education. We'll answer any question that you have and make sure that you're guided properly into the university that you want to get into, so that you will have no doubts and no questions further than that. Anyway, so we had 𝐿 and Bodhini here with us at Expert Tea Talk, and to know further, like I said, contact us on Expert Education. See you at another session. next time.
University Canada West, the official agent for Sri Lanka. Expert education and visa services. Your trusted education partner.